Hello, my name is Dwayne Blatt, and welcome to the NSDA. In this next video, we're going to take a look at concussions and how we as coaches can help players put themselves in better positions to prevent getting concussed. When we think of old hockey cliches, there's millions of them, and one of them that always sticks out to me is practice the way you want to play. And there is some truth to that. When we talk about concussions, the more little habits a player can develop in practice, the better opportunity they're going to have in a game to avoid situations that are going to cause concussions. And what I mean by that is little habits such as shoulder checking, looking over their shoulder, being aware of where they are on the ice. So not being too close to the boards or not being too far away from the boards, especially if they're playing contact hockey. But we see concussions even at the young ages by incidental contact, when players are bumping into each other, maybe bumping their head on the ice, bumping into players along the boards. So the more a player can be aware of what's going on around them, the better opportunity they're going to have of avoiding those situations. And an easy thing in practice for coaches is having players keep their head up, but also surveying. So surveying all the way around. Players should be able to at least look 180, so 180 degrees around, and hopefully 360 degrees by being able to move their head as far to the left and far to the right as they can. As coaches, we need to practice this with our players. So every time a player goes in for a puck, if there's a puck along the boards over here in a drill and I want my player to go get that puck, even starting out with little drills like this, having one player coming in and passing it to the second player in line, but it could be all over the ice. You have two players working together, they gotta go in and get a puck, look, get their puck, pass it out to the next player in line. The next player puts it back on the boards, coming in, look, get your puck, and then move it over, right? When players are doing drills, a lot of times you see players coming around cones, and let's say I'm getting a pass from where the puck is right here, player will come around the cone like this, head down, and then look up for the pass, right? Ideally, we want that player coming around that cone here, head up looking, scanning the ice, then getting their pass, and then heading up ice. So the more we can get players to play with their head up when they don't have the puck, the better opportunity they're gonna have when they do get the puck, and they're gonna be aware of what's going on around them. And as we get into more high level stuff, when we talk about defensemen going in on retrieval, so if the puck's dumped into the corner, and I'm a defenseman coming back, you watch NHL defensemen, they'll check once, twice, 3, 4 times, get their puck, and then make a pass, right? So as young players, we need to emphasize shoulder checking, looking around. Every time they're about to get a puck, looking around, seeing where that pressure is coming from. And even forwards on the forecheck, right? We watch good players in the NHL. I'm forechecking, that defenseman's coming back, I'm looking, now I can see what's going on, I look, boom, make my play to my forward coming in for a shot on net. So even in the offensive zone, right? Always making sure the players are looking up over their shoulder. And an easy way to do that is how they address their drills. So when a player's starting a drill, right, especially as they're getting older, but even with the young players, getting them to keep their head up, getting them to skate around with their head up, looking around, right? And every time they're coming around a cone or they're coming around a circle or whatever they're doing, let's say I'm skating around center ice to get a pass here. Oftentimes we'll see players coming around here, heads down all the way around as they're crossing, and then they look up here, and now they're ready to get their pass. We all know it's hard to pick up passes when it's already in motion. So if we can emphasize to that player, as they're coming around here, now their head's up, now they're looking. Now right here, as they're coming around, they can see if there's defensemen there, what's going on. So when they get that pass, maybe it's a chip off the boards, maybe they have time to skate with it, but if their head's not up here, they don't know what's going on around here. So as they're coming around here, getting that head up, looking, now they can see everything, they can scan, get their puck, boom. Now they're in that zone, making a play, chipping the puck in, whatever they have to do. But in practice, as a coach, preaching those habits and really trying to hammer those habits home with those players in order to get them to keep their head up, right? Scan, looking around their body, right? Making sure that they know what's going on around them at all times. Concussions are a hot topic from minor hockey all the way to the NHL. And as coaches, the last type of injury that we want our player to have is anything with the head. So the more we can help our players avoid concussions, the better it's going to be for them in the long run. And by simply implementing better practice habits of players keeping their head up, looking for their pass, scanning the ice, right, looking side to side, shoulder checking, the more we as coaches can implement that in our practices, the better our players are going to be in games at understanding where they are, knowing what's surrounding them, knowing where opposing players are, and getting them out of harm's way when it comes to contact or any kind of incidental contact.